How's everybody doing? I'm gonna go get my glasses adjusted. So I figured I'd do a vlog for you. Today I'm gonna be talking about a couple, people who are interested in motorcycling. I've had a number of people take pictures of my bike. I've had a number of people sitting on my bike and have pictures taken sitting on my bike. Co-workers, friends alike. People who are not normally into motorcycling, but they just want to take a picture of the bike and them on the bike. And I let them, I don't mind. And of course, the ones who are thoroughly, remotely interested, slightly interested, want to start up the bike while sitting on the bike. And I let them, I don't mind. As long as I am there to supervise. And when they start up the motorcycle, of course, they get interested and they want to learn how to ride. They're like, oh, I want a motorcycle now. And they ask me, where do they start? First of all, they ask me to teach them how to ride a motorcycle. And I think the number one thing I tell them is that, you know what? I refuse. I'm not going to teach you how to ride a motorcycle. And the reason why I don't want to teach somebody that's close to me, a friend or a family member, how to ride a motorcycle is because there's already an emotional connection, and they don't realize that. They don't think about whether motorcycling is actually for them or not. They don't, because there's an emotional connection with them to me, and so now they have an emotional connection to the bike to my bike, and so they forget that logically, rationally, is motorcycling for them? Is the motorcycle a machine that they would want to operate? And they forget the risks that comes with motorcycling for themselves and how far they're willing to go to risk. How big of a risk are they willing to take to get on a motorcycle? They forget that. And I don't think it's fair for me to not tell them that up front. So what I normally do is recommend them take the MSF class, a motorcycling class. Go see a stranger, a professional stranger, in a controlled environment, and get on two wheels with the motor. Get on, a two-wheeled machine and ride around a controlled environment and see if that is really for them. I want them to get to know motorcycling from a logical standpoint, not an emotional standpoint. So that's what I would recommend. If those of you who are thinking about getting into motorcycling, you've talked to your relatives, you have an aunt or an uncle or dad or grandpa who has been riding motorcycle for years, and you have an emotional attachment to it, especially if you've been on the back of their bikes, especially if they've had you sit on their bikes and taken pictures with it. You're going to have these memories, you're going to have these emotional connection, but you have to really understand what type of risk, what kind of a risk you're taking when it comes to motorcycling, and you have to take that into consideration. So you need to go take a motorcycle safety class. A class, and have someone else teach you from a fundamental standpoint, from a logical standpoint, because I know people who've been riding for over 30 years and they were taught by their grandpa, or they taught themselves how to ride, and there are certain basic fundamental principles of motorcycling that they still don't know, but yet I know because I took the class. And I'm not saying that I'm better than them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there are things that you need to learn about motorcycling in order to enhance the experience, your own experience. So I highly recommend you take a class. Even if you have been riding for years, I still recommend it. As a matter of fact, I've been riding for 4 years, and I'm actually thinking about signing up next year to take a class again. I don't know if I'm going to take the basic class or the advanced class, but I'm going to take it again because I want to refresh my memory of the basic principles of motorcycling. And that's pretty much all I want to say. So That's what I've been telling all my friends and family, those who want to buy a motorcycle. I just tell them, go ride on a motorcycle. You spend, here in Illinois we have MSF. I don't know about other states, but we have MSF. For those of you who live in Illinois, it's $20 plus $3 processing fee, so it's $23 for a weekend, Friday night, Saturday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. There are other times throughout the week as well. If you want to check the website out, it's at Northern Illinois University, and you just put in MSF, Motorcycle Safety Foundation, and you'll be able to find information. It's $23 for the weekend. You get a motorcycle, you get free gas, and they even provide you a helmet. But I just recommend you getting your own helmet for like $100 or something. But if you don't want to spend, that kind of investment, then spend only $23, and they even give you the option of taking the $23 back. It's based, it's on a donation basis. It's not even like you're paying for the class at all. So as of right now, it's $23 to take the class, and see if that is for you. First time you get on the bike, they'll show you how to walk with the bike. They'll show you all the basic fundamentals. There is a classroom work, and there is on the field work, on the range work. So I think that's something you should do before you go out and buy a motorcycle and have someone teach you how to ride. That's just my opinion. I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.